What's going on, guys? Nathan here, bringing you yet another commentary. This will be Team Fortress 2. I'm going to throw Team Fortress 2 gameplay over it. However, this topic is going to be about real life and some advice for high school, as you see in the title, How to Survive in High School. So, a quick note about this gameplay here. This is Team Fortress 2, obviously, but I will by no means say that I am a very good sniper. In fact, I would say sniper is my worst class, but I thought this was pretty good because the first game I recorded, I went, I think, like 13-3 or something like that. So this is with the Op Sniper Rifle, and it looks pretty badass. So I'll get into the actual topic here, and we can get going. So I know that I have some younger subscribers out there who are just entering high school, or maybe like a year previous to being a freshman, maybe some people who are a current sophomore, hell, I don't know. But this is advice on how to survive in high school, and there's pretty much one key to really, getting past everyone and how to avoid a lot of peer pressure and stuff like that. So, I will put a little bit of pretext out there. I'm from a high school that I have about 110, 120 kids in my grade, so I am by no means part of a large high school. So I'm not really sure if that would affect, the amount of bullying and stuff like that, but I can just mention that there's a lot of other bad stuff that goes on in my school, just like every other school. But as for like bullying and stuff, I don't really think that it's a huge issue in my school district. And I mention bullying and problems like these because it's just one of a few things that tends to bring kids down over the adolescent to early teen period, that being like 12 to like 14, 15-ish, and that later span also includes high school. So really, how do you survive these there's just nonsense that comes your way during that period of years? What is the key to that? And that key is really self-confidence. Now, self-confidence in itself is what makes adults seem to have more authority, what makes them seem to be more responsible and mature, and it's because they're proud of who they are and they can hold their head high during whatever they're doing. And really what I have learned during my adolescent period, because I was that awkward kid that just didn't know how to act around others, and really I've learned throughout these past couple of years that the key to having others respect you, to fitting in with others, is that you have to be your own self. Now, how do you be your own self? You be confident of who you are. You embrace yourself. You be proud of everything, all of your personal traits. You got to be proud of that and just be self-confident and know that, as long as you're proud of who you are, other people will respect you for that. And you can't be that kid that like averts his eyes to everyone who walks down the hallway. You can't be intimidated by others. You have to be proud of everything that you are, and I promise you, people will automatically respect you more. You will just you would be amazed at how much you fit in more in life if you're confident in yourself. So this is just something to remember to any of you out there who are going through that awkward phase of 7th, 8th grade, and maybe even continuing on into like 9th grade. By 10th grade that pretty much goes away, the whole like awkward stage, but still surviving high school, that's just the ultimate key to fitting in with others and having just a smooth ride from then on. And you almost have to have an attitude of arrogance about your self-confidence. And I'm not telling you to be arrogant, I'm just telling you to have the attitude of, pardon the following language, but let's take, for example, you're overweight and people make fun of you for it. So instead of, taking all of that abuse directed towards you, just say like, yeah, I am who I am. You know what? You don't like it, then fuck off. It's like, it's that attitude that will get you places in life, and you just really need to accept who you are and embrace it. And if somebody else doesn't like an aspect of you, then you tell them to fuck off and never see you again, because taking abuse like that is a choice, and people do have the choice to get rid of that. All they have to do is stand up for themselves, be self-confident, and say, F you, go away, I don't want to ever see you again. Another aspect that ties into this is be aggressive in your life. Now, what I mean by this is, there's the phrase nice guys finish last, and it's not like nice guys actually finish last, it's just people that fear rejection or don't want to even attempt something will always finish last. You obviously will not succeed at something if you don't try. You have to be aggressive. And this especially comes in handy when you're pretty much my age, you know, the age of 16 about, at least in the US, where, you know, you're gonna have to find a job, and you're gonna have to apply to multiple places because, at least in the US, jobs are getting scarcer and scarcer, and I was lucky enough to score an interview, at least in a local business where I'm at. So you can't, you know, not try something because you're fearful of rejection, and that same concept applies to a girlfriend. Now, I don't have a girlfriend right now, but I can tell you that, you know, guys don't get girlfriends just by sitting back and hoping one will come to them. You have to go out there and get one. So, let's bring this full circle. Why am I talking about being aggressive too? It's all because of self-confidence. If you are proud of who you are, this will just be so much easier. You're going to have a better life on average. That I can guarantee. So, that will wrap up this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a rating. I would appreciate that as well. And if you're new to my channel and videos, feel free to subscribe because I bring some Team Fortress 2, or rather a lot of Team Fortress 2, but currently I'm posting a lot of Borderlands 2 because it's fantastic, and the next 3 episodes, or yeah, I think it's like the next 3 or 4 episodes, will contain some really funny moments, just us derping in cars and stuff. So yeah, if you're interested in Borderlands 2, feel free to subscribe as well, because I am releasing a lot of that currently. So anyway, bringing everything full circle, thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.